This video is part of a series where we're looking at how you can use different techniques to make your revision more effective. And today we're looking at using storyboards as part of your revision. Unlike flashcards or past paper questions, storyboards aren't always going to be an appropriate tool for revising a certain topic. So why would you use them? The big selling point of storyboards is that they allow you to combine pictures and text so that you have a couple of different clues to remember information. Lots of people find it easier to remember visuals than just text. They can be really useful when you're trying to break up an article or a longer piece of text into bite-sized chunks that are easier for you to remember. And storyboards are particularly good at helping you to remember the key steps in a process, whether that's the main events in a Shakespeare play or the main parts of the method for one of your science required practicals. A good storyboard is going to have a limited number of panes, somewhere between 4 and 8, and they're each going to include a big, bold picture that is quite memorable and quite easy to reproduce. And then it's up to you whether you want to integrate your text within it or whether you want to have separate boxes underneath to write what is happening in each box. So one thing I find storyboards really useful for is revising the GCSE Science required practicals, which tend to make up 6-mark questions. So we start off and we measure out a certain volume of an acid, and then we heat that up over a Bunsen burner in order to speed up that reaction. So here I've integrated my text, I haven't included a separate box. And then I'm going to add an excess of base to that acid until all of the acid has reacted, and I can see that it's reacted because I can see that that excess base is forming on the bottom of the beaker. And then I can filter that, and again here I'm just going to integrate my text. I'm going to write myself a little note that the point of filtering it was to remove that excess base as I filter it into the evaporating basin. And then I'm going to heat that up in a hot water bath until half of the liquid has gone. And finally I'm going to pat dry my crystals, and therefore I've got my pure dry sample of a soluble salt. Here's another example of where I might use a storyboard in revising GCSE chemistry. In this example, I've included text boxes with each picture, but you can see that I haven't actually written full sentences in here. I've just included a few keywords to help remind me. So the names of the scientists and maybe the name of their theory or the particular thing that they discovered. The advantage of using a storyboard here is that it gives me a really clear visual representation, and that makes it easier to keep in my mind what order these steps come in, because it's basically a historical timeline, so I need to know the order that they're in. And also those visual cues are just going to help me to remember the detail of each step. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're now a little bit clearer on where you could make use of storyboards within your revision for the exams. If you have found this useful, then don't forget to like and subscribe for more revision videos coming soon.